So how did it all begin? Why did you decide to go to Kuwait?
Um, okay. It started back in 2015 when I just left school. There was this zeal in my head. I wanted to make money. I wanted to make money. I wanted to make money. So, unfortunately for me, I got in contact with a pastor actually who lives beside my elder sister's house. He lives at Eden now presently. Mr. Fred Bright Azongwa, that's his name. He said I could take you go to Kuwait because I've made many girls to go to Kuwait and now they're living the good life, la vida loca, blah blah blah. And I was, captivated. At that point, a girl of my age just left school would want to do anything to have money, genuinely anything to be precise. So I felt like going to work over there in Kuwait would probably gain me more money to probably maybe further my education and take care of my family. So I hustled, I saved, I toiled, I did everything possible to raise at least part of the money, which he promised that he would probably, I don't know, add his own money or get money from wherever, contribute to make everything happen. Then when I go over there, I work for the first 2 months to get my salary and pay whosoever was doing the transaction. I was really cool and done with it. The D-Day came, I traveled. I was really happy, to be honest. I was really, really happy. Traveling to Kuwait was a dream come true. By then, I wouldn't really say it was a dream come true, but at that time, I didn't know anything about any other place or whatsoever thing was happening in Kuwait. So when I got there, he promised us we were going to work as we were three of us to be honest. Me, Barbara, and Besem. He said we were going to work in a supermarket where we are just probably attendants, customer service, salespeople, and stuff like that. But on getting to Kuwait, I realized I was going to work as a house help. How did we get there? Now, I was confused, devastated, shocked. But there was nothing I could do because my passport was already taken from me and I didn't even know my way around. So I just said, okay, let me try to cope with this. I coped for the first month, coped for the second month, coped for the third month. By the third month, I was hoping to get my salary because I was focused or made known that my first 2 months salary was going to be given to whosoever made my transactions, and I was really cool with that. By the third month I wasn't paid, and by the fourth month I decided to ask. The reply that was given to me was they will give me my money or my salary only towards when my 2-year contract is ending. And I was like, no, I didn't sign up for that. I am working. I have families back wherever I came from. If I'm working, they know I am working. I need to probably send the money or something to take care of myself. And I was being bullied. Like, if you don't want to work, if you don't want to wait for your 2 months, 2 years to be over, we are not paying you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I decided to be calm. 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I said, no, I couldn't take it. Now I started getting in contact with Mr. Fred Bright to tell him how everything was going. He was like, no, if they say you should do this, you have to do this. If they say you should do this, you have to do this. I said, okay. Now, why did I have to leave that house? Because I obviously left. I left because the husband to the woman I was taking care of her son is a drug addict. 1. He beats his wife up. 2. And if his wife is not at home, he makes advances at me. I'm not trying to say I'm a perfect person. Other people would take his offer, sleep with him, and they give the money. No, I came there to work. I'm not saying he wasn't cute enough for me to work with him. I could, but that's not what I went there for. So when I refused the first time, I refused the second time, the third time, he beat me up. He beat me up real bad. And when his wife came back, I talked to her. What did she say? You know what he does to me, and if he could do this to you, it's up to you to decide to stay or you leave. I obviously had to leave because I didn't want to see myself dying in somebody's country. The way he beats his wife, if he ever beat me that way, I would die. I ran from that house to the office, the office where these transactions are being made. the lady who is in charge, her name is Mary. So I spoke with her. I even gave her the number of the woman in the house. They spoke. The woman told her, please get this child to a different house because my husband, she can't take it. That was cool. I went to the second house. God knows, back in the second house, everything was good, but I realized I had to work for 23 people who lived in one roof. 8-story buildings, like 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor, 8. I cleaned those 8 buildings in one day, like one morning, before they even wake up from sleep. That's the thing. I cleaned those 8-story buildings with about 23 rooms, wash their clothes, make their beds, like 23 people in every morning. I clean their beds, clean their rooms, wash their clothes, iron, cook for them before they wake up, cook in the afternoon before they go out, and cook in the night before they sleep. We all can contribute. Like, you can think of one person cooking for 23 people, morning, afternoon, evening. Let's not think about the work, but think about what it does to me psychologically. Like, why do I have to do this? This is not what I came here for. This is actually not what I came here for. So when I felt like I was getting tired, they are not responsible for how you see what you're doing. They are there to pay you. Nonetheless, they didn't pay me. I worked for another 6 months, and I was like, what's happening? What is actually happening? I need my pay. I work like a slave, which I still don't complain, because if you complain, it means nothing to them. And yet I'm not being paid. I need to be paid. When I started complaining, they threatened me. They said they were going to lock me up because I'm making noise, probably making noise in their ears or telling them the kind of things they don't want to hear. Trust me, these people are afraid of threats. If you tell them, I will do this to you if you don't do this to me, they are really, really scared. So I saw the way this thing was going. I saw the way it was turning. I told myself, if I keep staying here, I'm probably going to be dead by the next day, or I'm going to be locked up. And trust me, if you're being locked up in Kuwait from Cameroon, or let me say from any African country, you will rot there because you don't have no family member. Even the people that took you there do not have accounts for you as you have left the Cameroon airport. That is the truth. I ran again from that house and went to the office. What did the office tell me? Why do I keep running from house to house? This last house they're going to put me. If I don't concentrate, then they'll deport me back to Cameroon. I begged the lady, please deport me. She refused. I said, okay. They took me to the third house. In the third house, I was actually fine. No lies, I was actually fine. What was the problem? The father of the house would want to sleep with me. His 2 sons would want to sleep with me. The 3 husbands of his 3 daughters would want to sleep with me. And I'm like, what? All these people in one house wanting to sleep with one person, and to their wives is not much of a problem. I don't know if they fear sex. That's what makes their husbands to want to drive their sex urge to their house helps or whatsoever. The women are like, fine. If he wants to sleep with you and you don't want it, fine. If you want it, good. I was like, what? How can a woman tell her husband to sleep with the house help? That does not just add up. And then there was this day, I actually have a scar on my left thigh, which was an iron burn from the son of one of these people. Yeah, I was in my room taking care of probably my morning stuff, and just for me to leave the bathroom and come inside my room, there is a guy. I was just with a towel on my chest. There's this guy. What are you doing in my room? It's around 7 a.m. in the morning. He says he wants to, Arabs, they don't speak fluent English. I don't know. Yeah, some people speak fluent English, but these particular ones were not into English language. So he just spoke one junk, which I understood he meant he wanted sex. So I was like, what? Who gave you the guts? Like, what do you really think? You just walk into my room and tell me you want to sleep with me, and I'll just lay flat on the bed and open my legs for you? We started arguing. Now I realized I had kept iron on top of the table for me to iron my uniform that morning before I start work. That's why actually I was in the bathroom. So he started me, and the only thing I thought I could use to save myself was the hot iron. When I picked it up, the strength of a woman and the strength of a man is actually not the same. I didn't even know when he took it from my hand and we were struggling, and then he landed on my leg. That's why I got a tattoo on my left thigh. for those who keep asking, like, why that, why that, why that. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. So how much did it cost you to live from Cameroon to Kuwait? Like general, how much did it cost you?
It would cost 1.2 million, but I managed to raise just 800,000, which they promised to add up whatever thing they were adding up to get me there.
Okay, so when you got to the airport, tell me what exactly happened upon arrival to Kuwait.
Upon arrival to Kuwait, like just in the airport, I already felt like, okay, this is not a place to be. This is not a place to be, because we arrived around 1:30 in the morning and finally left the airport around 3 o'clock the next day. Not even like 1 a.m. in the morning and 3 a.m. in the morning. I mean 1 a.m. in the night and 3 a.m. in the evening the next day. What for? No actual reason. Like, I don't even see why we left that late. So upon arrival, I knew it wasn't a place to be, but I just said, if I am here, then I am here to do something. Let me keep all of these other things aside and focus on why I am here.
So when you arrived Kuwait, you were taken to the office.
Yes, I was.
And how long were you in the office before you were finally assigned to your first house?
About 6 hours. 6 hours on one spot. Everybody just comes into the office, and once they look at you, you're black. Oh, it's like a stigma. Something is wrong. I don't know why.
So during your stay in Kuwait, were you being paid?
Nope, I wasn't. I worked for 11 months all round and I wasn't paid. Not even a dime.
So how were you coping? How were you surviving? Did you have any communication with your family while you were in Kuwait?
Obviously, I didn't. Most of my elder sisters and brothers busy with their kids and their own jobs and stuff like that. My only means of communication through my family was with this so-called Pastor Bride. And the funny thing is, no matter how much I'm in pains, no matter how sick I look or I am actually, I could call him, video chat, and describe to him everything that is happening at the moment in the house. He would go to my siblings, my elder sisters and brothers, and tell them, Suzanne is fine. She's fine. She said I should say hi. I mean, is that not really wickedness? It is. Massa.
Wow. So how many houses did you live in while in Kuwait
Three.
in total?
Three.
So why 3 houses? Why were you moving from house to house?
There is maltreatment. Severe maltreatment. Yeah.
Okay, so how did you finally succeed to escape that suffering and maltreatment? How did you find yourself back to Cameroon? What happened?
I found myself back to Cameroon on the 4th of January, whereas on the 11th of November, that was 2016. On the 11th of November, November 2016, I ran from the house, the last house where everybody wanted to sleep with me, or probably, and that was about a week after I got the burn on my left thigh. I had a night dress on, just my night dress. I mean, just my night dress. I left everything in the house, everything. I left the house just with my night dress at about 11 p.m. I went out of the house through the kitchen door. You know, Kuwait is probably like a civilized place. They have cameras all over the streets. So what did I do? I had to pass behind flowers and trash cans. Behind. And thank God it was night too. At least the intensity, even if they wanted to see you, they wouldn't see you like if it were daylight. So I passed through flowers, behind trash cans, and ran my life out using my phone. Actually, I had a phone which I never used in the house. It was always under the bed, because if they see your phone, they will seize it, they will break it, they'll throw it. They didn't even want you to have a phone. So now with my phone, I had to Google search the location of the Cameroon Immigration Center there in Kuwait, of which I didn't still get, but I got a general immigration center from with the help of a lady called Bebe Manix. I don't know if you guys know Bebe Manix. She's a Facebook activist. I ran from the house, went to her house. I went to her house because I could not get the location of the immigration center. I ran to Bebe Manik's house. She housed me for 4 days. God bless her soul. I am really, really thankful, because if it were not for her, hell no, I wouldn't be here today. Trust me. She housed me for 4 days in Kuwait. She tried to explain to me how things are done. She is the one that took me to the immigration center, because I know if it were up to her, she would pay my flight to go back to Cameroon. But one, I didn't have my passport. Two, she is just a struggling lady. She would have helped me, I know. So she had no other choice than to take me to the immigration center, because she believed that they would help me. Dropping me at the immigration center is all I could ever, like, that's the highest communication I got with her. She went back to her house and I continued with the immigration center. Back in the immigration center, they told me they cannot deport me because the person I left, the house I came from, have not come to the immigration center to file a report that they are probably their house help or whosoever is missing. Two, I don't have a passport. Three, if they should send me back, as in now, which they could arrange for my passport to come, I would need to pay my flight. And how much was the flight in the December period from Kuwait to Cameroon? 480,000 francs. I've not been paid for 11 months. So how did I want to get 480,000 francs? I had no other choice than to stay there. And back in the immigration center, it's just like a police cell. I had never stayed in a police cell before, but trust me, the Cameroon police station or cells are better than what we faced there at the immigration center, because we had over 500 African girls, not just Cameroonian, Nigerian, Malawi, like different cultures, different countries, different villages and people. We were over 500,000. I had to mingle with all those people, waiting for a day that I will hear my name from the authorities that you are going home. But that didn't happen anytime soon. I was there for about 1 month and 10 days. Then luckily, there was this American, I don't know if it's American or Canadian, they didn't reveal their names to us. The authorities said they shouldn't reveal their names to us. I don't know why. Probably they felt we are in need, so would go and probably be begging them for help or whatsoever. I don't know. This man, they are missionaries kind of. He came with his wife. They brought clothes for us, because I wouldn't lie to you. For 1 month and days, I had been with my nightie. The same thing I left the house with. That's what I was with. So they came with clothes and combs and toiletries, toothpaste, toothbrush to come and give us, because they believed that we, the girls in there, would need all those things. And trust me, we needed them. I, in particular, I needed them. But what did I do? I walked up to the authorities, or probably when the man and his wife were there. I can remember the woman's name is Catherine. So I walked up to them. At that point in time, when I've been like through all of this, I didn't feel the need to respect anybody. There was already this psychological trauma going through my head. Like, why does this have to be me? Why do I have to go through all of this? So I walked up to those people. I told them blatantly, I didn't need all of this. Though deep in me, I knew I needed them. I told them I didn't need their toothpaste. I didn't need their toothbrush. I didn't need their combs, their clothes. All I want is to go back to my house. The woman was fascinated. She was like, okay, where is your home? I told her I'm a Cameroonian. I explained to her why I am even here at the first place. And she and her husband immediately ordered for the names of 10 girls to leave that place. Like, imagine 480,000 francs for 10 people. That was a lot of money. And they were willing to sacrifice for 10 girls to leave that place. And how come my name was number one? Why? Because they said I am the one that had the courage or the nerve to voice my cries out or my worries. So I was number one on the list. Immediately, my documents were started. They started working on my documents, though I didn't come back with a passport, but I came back with a pass to show that I'm coming from Kuwait or I am a Cameroonian, blah, 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 and stuff like that. That is how On the 3rd of January, I found myself inside the plane with a nightie. Don't forget about that. Coming back to Cameroon, landing in Cameroon. It's a tragic story actually, but it's worth it.
So when you finally arrived back home in Cameroon, what was the feeling like? How did you feel?
I, in a part of me felt happy, a part of me felt sad. Why was I happy? I was actually happy that finally, after everything, I've had the means to leave that place and come back to my country, because for no reason, I wouldn't even tell somebody or try to fool you or let you be happy by letting you know that Kuwait is a good place. It isn't. I was lucky. I mean, I was one of the luckiest to have come back with just a burn on my left side. There were people who lost breast. There were people who lost the ability to even grow hair on their head. There were people who lost eyes. There were people who lost legs, hands, arms, and whatsoever. I came back intact. That's the only thing I'm happy about. And why am I sad? At that point, I was like, after giving up everything, like everything I've ever and ever worked for, or whatever status I had built for myself, I dropped it down, thinking I was going for greener pastures, as they call it. Went there and entered into something worse. Coming back now with nothing. I mean, I had nothing. I had nothing. How do I want to start? Like, how do I want to start? Those thoughts were just going round and round my head, and I was like, okay, this is the highest point of devastation. So there was nothing to be happy about. At that point in time, there was nothing to be happy about.
Okay, since you returned back to Cameroon, how long have you been in Cameroon now?
From the 4th of January 2017 till now, it's about a year and 5 months.
And so how have you been able to integrate into the community to gain your life and start a new life? How has that been? Has it been smooth or rough?
I wouldn't say it has been smooth, but trust me, for those who know me personally or close, like those who are even a bit close to me, they know I am a fighter. I'm not bragging, but that's just me. I am a fighter no matter where I find myself. Despite the fact that I came with nothing, I knew I was going to start with nothing. I pushed myself to wherever it is I am today. I fought for it. I made sure I mingled with the right people. I explained my story to those who could give me a helping hand. I made sure I laughed with only those who were important or those who needed to see my teeth. Because as of now, I'm sorry to say there's still that psychological thought in my head that has always kept me behind. You have been to Kuwait. It made you to become nothing and you have come back. So what do you want to do? I'm doing what I think I can do to survive out there. Reading theater arts in the university, actually, University of Nigeria, I'm trying to push myself into the movie industry. Yeah.
You haven't been in Kuwait for more than a year. What advice do you have for young girls who are looking forward to moving to Kuwait or Dubai or Oman or all these Arabic countries? So what advice do you have for them?
If I had somebody to tell me what I want to say now, some years ago, I wouldn't make that mistake I call it the mistake of my life. Please, sister, be you my sister, be you my friend, be you my enemy, whosoever, please do not go to Kuwait. It's not the ideal place for you. I hear Dubai is better. I've never been to Dubai. I hear these other places. I've never been to any other place except Kuwait. So I will tell you, if you feel or if somebody tells you Dubai is better, you can go and experience it. But please, not Kuwait. Not Kuwait. Please.
So what are you currently doing now, and how do you think the Cameroon government can help to stop young girls from going to Kuwait or bring back those who are already there? So how do you think that can work?
To bring back those who are already there, they just have to create a Cameroonian embassy there in Kuwait, because there isn't. The closest Cameroonian embassy that I heard of was in Saudi Arabia. And that was through another Cameroonian who is in Saudi Arabia. Because if there was a Cameroonian embassy in Kuwait, I would have run there, not to the general worldwide immigration center. Seriously, try to fish those girls who are there out of there, because they keep dying in their numbers. I watched two people die in my, like, in front of me. They keep dying every day, every night, every day, every night. And for those who have not gone yet, if they could create jobs, except a girl is lazy, I am not lazy. If there is a job, I would do. For those who know me very well, my hustling spirit is 1001 plus. I would do anything that would yield me income, that would give me money, no matter how stressful it is. But please, not traveling to Kuwait. I wouldn't advise that for nobody. And to those people, be you a pastor, be you a communicator, be you a charity worker who thinks you can exploit young girls by taking money from them in the name of sending them to Kuwait for greener pastures, or to these Arab countries for greener pastures. God is watching you, seriously. If I had the means of touching the man who sent me to Kuwait with my hands, I would do it, and I would ridicule his life. It's a promise. I will still do it no matter wherever I get myself into in the future. I will make sure I ridicule his life. He was in prison. He just left. I will make him go back. Even if he does not go back, he will feel the pain I felt for years in my life. He would feel it. Please do not get fooled. Do not get fooled. Anybody that tells you he is sending you to Kuwait, he is sending you to Dubai, he is sending you to Saudi Arabia to go and work here, make sure you have somebody there already to tell you about the place. If not, please don't go. Please don't go. Don't go. It's a no-go area.
You mentioned you're now working in the entertainment industry and you're pursuing your career into acting. Have there been any movie you've acted so far, and what are your future plans with regards to your acting career?
Yeah, so far I have acted in just two movies. One which I was a lead character, titled The Walk, or let me say Walk, by the Njoka TV production house. Mr. Rufo is the owner of this production house. Actually, I was lucky enough to get that role though. I went for the auditions and I was called. Everything went so smoothly, and I'm really, really thankful to this man, because from there, I would say I have really, really improved, and thanks to him for giving me at least the chance to show the world what I could do. It might not be very, very perfect, but I believe in years to come we'll do better things. And the second movie I acted in is titled Defying the Thief by Mr. Claudio Oben. I was just a side character, an insane young woman who was molested by a, I don't know if I should say drug-driven doctor, yeah, stuff like that. So, and I really, really see myself into the movie industry because I push. When I say I push, I mean I push. I push from one to last. I push every day, trying to meet directors, producers, scriptwriters, screenplay. Like, I meet everybody, asking them, what can I do to be here? What can I do to be here? When next are you shooting? When last did you shoot? What can I do to be your next one? I mean, I do all those things. You cannot just sit in your house and you expect people to give you roles. If you're in the movie industry, you need to be behind these people 24/7, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ashu Kelly, for telling us your story. Any last words before we leave? Do you have any last word you'd like to tell anyone listening to you right now?
I want to say thank you. I mean, to everyone, whether you know me or you don't know me, but you've ever supported me in anything that I've ever done in this life. They say Facebook is the center of attraction. And yes, I have used my Facebook to impact lives. I have used my Facebook to tell people their wrongs from their rights. Though I am not perfect, I know that. I have used my Facebook to create enemies, as well as I have used my Facebook to make friends and even family. A lot of names I would have loved to call, but special thank you goes to Fiudela Eve, my number one woman. She has been there for me from A to Z. We met online, yeah, but the chemistry between us right now is flowing like mother and daughter. I am thankful to her for all the support, all the scolding, all the trying to bring me into shape to order, to like, she teaches me everything I need to know. You have mommy Baya Shushu. Oh God. Mimi Baya na mami I dey call it so. You have mommy Baya Shushu for the constant love and support. She treats me like her own daughter. I swear. This woman has a golden heart. You have mommy Jemaine. On Facebook, she's called Roy Mama. This woman, I don't know what I'll do without this woman. Like, actually, I am she enrolled me into a cake decoration school for 6 months. The money is too much, 200,000 francs. She does not know me, but she paid my fees to learn cake and make decorations on cake. 200,000 francs. Just because she saw how pushful I am, myself and others. She paid. I am forever grateful to her. She gives me reasons to live every day, knowing that there are people who do not know you, but they feel like, oh, I can do some things for this child because I have seen how she carries herself. I know what she can become tomorrow. She gives me that inspiration every day. You have Mama Shelly, you have Akenji Shelly actually, Akenji Marie, Beryl Anwe. Oh, the names are so many. The entire Joka TV cast and crew. I mean, the team, Mr. Rufo first, Mr. David, Mr. Emma, the owner of this channel. I'm so thankful. I mean, to everyone. And my boyfriend. Ooh, did I just say that? Yeah, my boyfriend. He has been so supportive. I mean, really, really supportive. Thank you for the friends that never gave up on me. Thank you for those that left my life. Actually, you taught me something. And thank you to everyone watching. I pray I inspired someone by the end of this video. To contact me, sorry, I won't give you my private number, but on WhatsApp, I am 651 27 79 45. That's my WhatsApp number. Oh, +237. Cameroon has its code already. +237 651 27 79 45. On Facebook, I am Ashu Kelly. On Instagram, I'm Ashu with small letters. Ashu.Kelly, one word. Twitter, Ashu.Kelly, one word. Snapchat, Ashu.Kelly 803. What else? That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.